Well, good morning,
Good morning.
Naples Paradise people. It's so nice to see you there, and it's so nice to see that people are waiting on us.
This is great.
This is a surprise guest filling in for Miss Jess this morning, but you know her. I was going to say it's an old face, but I don't want to say that because it's a beautiful face.
Well, I'm usually here on Tuesdays, but I'm filling in for Jessie today, so this will be fun. I haven't done a Friday before.
Well, there you go. It's TMFF, Too Much Fun Friday.
Oh, I like that. I'm all for some fun.
That's it. I see Miss Adele is watching, and she's right. It is the first day of spring. We'll be talking about that.
Is it really? Oh, wow.
And I wish she'd leave some notes about her St. Joseph dinner. You know, they have
yep.
St. Patty's Day.
Yep.
I hate to say this, but I didn't know there was a St. Joseph. And after she said, I'm going to do a St. Joseph's dinner, and I had to go look it up so I could learn about it.
Oh, hi, Dave. Good morning, 239. Yeah, good morning to you too, Dave.
Deep Dave, good morning. Hi, Adele. Hi, Adele. Hope your girls are having a good time this morning.
Hey, Adele.
We got a lot of we have a lot of good things happening today. Yep. We've got
good morning, Rob.
Peacekeepers. Hey, Rob. Peacekeepers Foundation. We've got I keep calling it the Great Dock Canoe Race. And then we have Marilyn Monroe in honor of her 100th birthday.
Can you believe it's 100? She's 100.
Oh, can you hear it? Sorry about that. That was me. My apologies.
Technical things on set
that's
today.
pretty bad when the CEO has to come up here and tell your phone off. Well, we have a very special surprise. We have, I call him Jimdo because I made a mistake and put the D instead of the B, but it's Jimbo from the Country Jam that's coming up, and there's a special prize giveaway that we're going to be doing today.
Yes. I have the hints.
Next Tuesday.
I have the hints.
Okay.
If you want to get tickets, you put in the comments what you think the emojis are. So stay tuned because we're going to be doing that throughout the show.
Yes, and our Miss Kristen will be giving us that information. So let's get started. I'm telling you, we've got a lot of good things happening. I'm so excited to talk to Wild Bill shortly, but let's run through. I was going to see if there's anything on the weekend, but no, we'll do that later. Let's run through and see what's what for the national days.
March equinox. The March equinox is a unique day when the Earth's position around the sun aligns so that day and night are nearly equal everywhere on the planet. This balance happens as the sun's rays shine directly on the Earth's equator, making it a significant astrological event. Yeah. We're just saying my eyes are a little blurry today.
Yeah. Second cup of coffee's got to kick in.
Oh, I need that.
Just like Adele just sent us a note, kicks off spring.
Yep, first day of spring. I kind of like it when it is a long day.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know anybody else, but I do like the longer days. I just wish there was a way to get the sun to come up like about 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah, that'd be good. Well, close enough. I think
I'll
as it goes on,
nights.
we'll do that. Okay, what's our next? It's probably a spring, right? Spring begins. Spring begins the day full of life. It starts on March the 19th or 20th, depending on where you are and where you live. The date marks the spring equinox. It spreads moment when a day and night are almost the same length. I think we just said that. People welcome warmer weather, longer days from this point forward. And you're right. I do like the longer days, but hi, Miss Tony. So good to see you.
I think the sunsets are something fabulous too.
Yeah. I never can get us down there enough to see it, but I'm going to have to make that one of my things to do. One of your many things to add to your list. It's almost like a bucket list. I like to get down once a month to see a sunset instead of looking on people's photographs and looking at it.
Well, let me know if you manage to make it. We can go down to my beach. We'll go down to Pelican Bay. We'll take
Pelican
the
Bay.
trolley.
Oh, I love Pelican Bay.
Just let me know.
I love the trolley. Oh, we'll do that.
Take the trolley.
All right. It's a date. Next.
What do we have? More days of the year. Oh,
Red Nose Day. Whoop, whoop. Well, we were going to put these on, but they are like for kids, I think, because they're really tight. But Red Nose Day is an exciting event that's not only, good morning, Escargot, that's not only fun and delightful, but also raises money for charity and incorporates comedians and other stars as well as individuals who want to participate by wearing, okay, there you go. We won't wear it, but we'll stick it up there. Is it going? Close enough. Get ready for fun and laughter on Red Nose Day. So pull out your red noses. I'm not sure when Walgreens does it, but
That's where I've seen them. Yeah, Walgreens.
yeah, I've kept these from last year. So
So support. It's a good way to support, have some fun.
It looks like I'm picking my nose. Sorry, I'm not. I'm just trying to hold this up here. Okay, so let's have fun and get out your red noses and share that with family and friends and your little ones. And just put it on walking down Fifth Avenue and make people
wouldn't
wonder
that be fun?
What's going on that they're missing out on. And it would be fun and laughter. Okay, girly girl. Hey, Jim Doe recognized this right away. Do you recognize that?
Hufflepuff Pride Day. I have no idea. We're all going to learn together.
I know.
Looking upon it, can you make that just a smidge bigger? Today's eyes are just not that good. Looking upon a room filled.
There we go.
Yeah. Looking upon a room filled with yellow wall hangings and fat armchairs with the insignia of a badger, that's when you know you're in the common room of the Hufflepuffs. Hufflepuffs are household in the...
So there you go.
So see, okay, Hufflepuffs are a household in the Harry Potter universe, known for their unquestionable loyalty, hard work, and kindness. Well, I think we're Hufflepuffs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
H.R. Hufflepuff. That's a different name.
For those who want to hang out with the people like Cedric Diggory, and I'm not even going to try that name.
Nymphadora Tonks.
There you go. This is the perfect opportunity for Hufflepuff Pride Day. That's a mouthful. Hufflepuff Pride Day is where anyone can wear their gold and black scarves and spend a great deal of time making friends.
That's it. I'll even put on my glasses almost in honor of Harry Potter. Yes.
Our family wasn't a big, my daughter got into Harry Potter, but later in life. So it wasn't a thing in our house.
But what a great thing. Harry Potter brought people back to reading, and I just drew a blank on the name, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
What a story that is for that lady. For Women's History Month, we'll put her picture up on Tuesday.
Yeah, for sure.
For what she did for children and reading, and it's reading month. Hello.
And imagination.
Yes.
Using your imagination and encouraging that. I think creativity is an amazing thing, and I think we quash it in kids a little bit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't like because they say it's witchcraft, but it's fantasy, and that's how I look at it. I used to keep the book at my house, and my neighbors' kids would come over and read it and go home, and they turned out just fine. So, Hufflepuff.
That's just the imagination. I think it's amazing.
And our Miss D over here would definitely be a Hufflepuff.
Absolutely, 100%. She would definitely be a Hufflepuff. We're just a Hufflepuff crew.
Hufflepuff. HPC. All right, what's up, baby? Won't you be my neighbor?
Oh, that's
yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers?
I grew up watching Mr. Rogers. I loved that show.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? These familiar words are from the theme song that was sung by Good Morning Carrie, Mr. Rogers, for more than 3 decades. He sung while he entered his home, took off his jacket and tennis shoes, and put on a cardigan sweater and slippers. Then the gentle lyrics are what the day was all about. And a lot of people don't know, but Mr. Rogers was a Marine.
I did not know that.
World War II, yes.
His maybe I did, because I did see the documentary on a flight one day.
Yeah.
Which is a great documentary.
It was wonderful.
Good morning, Ryan. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood taught us to be kind and empathic, and his legacy continues to inspire and brighten the day. So would you be mine? Could you be mine? Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah.
Oh.
I dropped the ball on this because I was to bring the 2 different kinds of macaroon. Before getting started on the celebration, there's an important distinction to make. The difference between a macaroon and a macaroni. So can you make that a little bit larger for Christian's eyes that are leaking over to mine? For some people, this may seem obvious, but for others, it's understandable to get confused since they both describe a tasty baked treat. And the word almost sounds the same, almost, but not quite. So, macaroon, one more O, but that little letter makes all the difference in the world. And I think there's a second page that goes with it. It's going to show you the difference in the two. And that's what I went to bring them. There you go. There's the actual macaroon.
So a macaroon is coconut.
Macaron, yeah. It's
And
just,
macaronis.
somebody help us with the spelling phonetically, how to say that. But macaroons are like the little, that's the ones that I get, a little bit of chocolate that's drizzled. They're kind of like craggy, and you can see a lot of the coconut and stuff in it. But the macaroons are the beautiful done, the little sandwiches like in the other picture. They include egg whites and powdered sugar that provides their dreamy, fluffy textures. They're made in various colors and so forth. And I did not. Good morning, team. How you doing, mighty dog? So I didn't know there were two things. It's the melt in your mouth flavor, but I love, well, that's what National
Well, now I know.
Macaroon Day is all about. There too, and you can be Cliff Clavin on Cheers and talk about trivia that doesn't matter.
Well, we have a little trivia here every
Yeah,
now and
we
then,
got
right?
some. That's good.
We try to keep our you guys informed out there
Oh.
of the differences between macaroons and macarons.
Yeah, like there, and get somebody on a trivia question. Okay, next, is that what we have today? Is that it? International Day of Happiness.
We're doing it right
Yeah, we're
after
doing it
this.
after this. Yeah, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
Got it on the list.
Happiness on a personal level, International Happiness Day, and what's going to make our CEO happy is to talk about. We all know to be happy. There's a happiness day for everything, and be kind day, and
we
so
had
forth.
We had kindness on before. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
How could that? And so, how's happiness going to make a change in our life? Well, I tell you what's going to make you happy, and that's winning tickets
Yep.
to the Naples Jam. Do we have
Country
that?
Jam Naples. Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that now.
So, for those of you who would like to win tickets to Country Jam Naples, we have a contest. And how the contest is going to be run is I'm going to give you 3 hints for emojis. And what you're going to do is you're going to go into the show, and in the comments, you're going to drop the 3 emojis that you think we are talking about. And we will pick the winners. Is it everyone who gets the emojis right? Everybody who gets the emojis right will win.
Nice.
Gets all 3 emojis right will win 2 tickets. 2 tickets to the Country Jam show on April 18th. So here are your hints for emojis.
Listen up. Drum roll.
Ready?
Okay.
I live in the Wild West, ride horses, and wear a big hat. Second hint, I make music with strings and you strum me. And the third hint is you throw me up at concerts when the music gets loud and wild. So whatever those 3 you think those 3 emojis are, put it in the comments of the show, and we will look for the winners and hand out 2 tickets to each person who got them right.
Okay.
And we even have someone on later to talk more about the concert, right?
Yeah, Jimbo's going to be here.
Jimbo's gonna be here.
He'll be talking about it, and we're going to go over this at a couple other time. Hey, Chickabee.
Oh, hey, how are ya?
She loves I have on my Tag a Pet for a Vet because this is RED Day, which is Remember Everyone Deployed. There you go. There you go. Okay, so now we get to move on to some fun, exciting things.
I like fun.
You like fun?
I love fun stuff,
Love
especially
fun.
this. This is like a historical fun thing in Naples.
Wait a minute. Okay, we're
Are we
not
there?
anything. There's Sean Hartman. He listens. Good for you, buddy.
Sean might have gotten it right.
Okay, so we're gonna. We
You
don't
need
know
all.
that.
You need all 3 Chickabee. All 3. Let me read them one more time so people
Okay,
hear
here we
it.
go. All right.
Okay. So hint number 1, you have to get all 3 of them, Tim. Number 1, I live in the Wild West, ride horses, and wear a big hat. Second one is I make music with strings and you strum me. Third is you throw me up at concerts when the music gets loud and wild. So you put all 3 in the comments, and then we will contact you either at the end of the show or after the show.
There you go. We'll do that a couple more times. But right now, let's get on to tradition and history. You know how much we love that on here. And coming up for, Kevin, you want to see if the boys are ready? For the 46th annual, I keep calling it Great Dock, but the new branding is Great Canoe Race of Naples, coming this May the 16th. And this year's theme is going to be Legends of the Gulf. Now, that's a killer flyer. Whoever did that,
That's a really
totally
good flyer.
rocks.
I'm so excited for this. I missed it when we didn't have it. I mean, there was a big uproar when we didn't have it. So I'm so happy
it was
somebody
terrible.
came in and took it over.
Yes. But those traditions, you got to keep those traditions alive.
Well, I think when
like
Vin,
fishing on the Naples Pier. We'll talk about that later.
well, I think when Vin sold the restaurant, it kind of
As
lost
after
its-
COVID and everything.
Yeah, it
sort
was
of.
just a lot going on. So I'm super excited to have it back. There's a lot of changes. And we have on.
Coming up is one of our winners from last year's race. Now, he may look familiar, but he's probably not who you think he is.
And then
Wait a minute, you're the wrong person. I thought you were the brother.
No.
He's really not who I thought he was. But
So
we have
the president, right?
the president of the young professionals of Naples, Matt Young.
Hi,
Is
how
that
are you?
right? Oh, I can read my own writing.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, you can whack me with that for saying.
We brought this just in
looking through-
case we need to break it out.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. Tell us all about this wonderful tradition you guys took up the gauntlet and carrying it forward.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We're excited to do this for a second year. Last year was our first time inheriting it, so there's a lot of unknowns. Oh, sorry, I can bring it a little
Just
closer.
move the mic. It'll
just
move.
get it
You just
closer
move it a little
to- there you
closer.
go.
There
Check
we go.
one, check two.
Yeah, you're good.
You got it.
So this is our second year running the show. We inherited it last year after really having to reinvent it. So the story goes, canoe races started back in '77 and was just a cherished tradition for years. And it was something that you can't really just let disappear from the city, from tradition, whatever you may be. So once the dock, the restaurant original host sold their restaurant, they had the Last Dance was the theme in 2016. And then the junior chamber took it on to run it for a few years. And
They saw how much work it was. I mean, really, it's
it definitely is a lot. It's more than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. But essentially, COVID was the first kind of battle that shut down the 2020 races. And when they tried to bring it back in 2023, the city pretty much just said, hey, we can't really approve this event in this location anymore. There's too much boat traffic, congestion in the water, it's not safe. And even the infrastructure of the venue, we can't police it well. It just wasn't going to work out.
So for those of our audience who doesn't know, this was right out front of the dock restaurant and in
Exactly.
front of the Naples City Dock
Exactly.
area. And it was there for those years
Exactly.
before.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So then, pardon the pun, but they were up a creek without a paddle.
That's good.
And, what are you going to do? So when I was running for president of YPN or for board of YPN, I said, hey, I really think this is an event we can take on. We have 200 members right now, all relatively new to town or back to town after college. So a younger crowd looking to make a mark, and we needed something to rally around. We need something that we could work on as a team. And I said, I think canoe races is it. So we ended up meeting with Parks and Rec, and they said, hey, if you move this to Baker Park, it's all you. You got
Wow.
it. Like, we'll support it.
Wow.
We'll help it. We built this park for this kind of stuff. We want to see the infrastructure. Can we do large events here, et cetera? And it was kind of like an experiment.
pilot. Yeah, a pilot program.
Yeah. So we said, let's do it. We pulled it off somehow in 3 months from approval last year. And we had a great turnout. We had about 1,500 people, 100 racers, 50 vendors, had a big beer tent, beer flowing all day. Moonstone Riders played for us. Matty Jolie played for us. This year we're kind of bringing it back. Have a little bit more lineup. We extended the time, so we're there till 5 o'clock. We'll have Sunset Blues. We'll have Rock Republic. Moonstone Riders is coming back, and then Matty Jolie's going to
Matty
get us
Jolie's
going.
coming, yeah.
So
And
big day.
did you say, was it Rock Republic?
Rock
No.
Republic, yeah. They offered to close
Oh,
us down
that's
for us.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of a sudden, everybody goes, what? That's it. We love Maddie at Rock Republic. We love, so it's.
And you're still doing the same similar lineup where there's a theme and
Yeah. So the theme this year is Legends of the Gulf. Being a Tampa
Oh,
boy,
that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could just see some of the canoes.
I want to see what people can do. You know?
yeah.
I know Ceremony Brewing, they're building a keg boat, so I'm very curious to see how that goes out.
Oh yeah.
Some don't float very well.
But
That's
they
the one
look
rule.
great.
They
Yeah.
look good until they get the water.
That's the one rule. It's got to float.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's the rule. If it doesn't float, you don't go.
you got to pull it out yourself. That's
Yeah.
you hear that, guys? If your boat sinks, you got to pull it out. All right.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a fun time. So yeah, think less Gasparilla, more Old Man of the Sea serpents, squallies. For the locals. That's kind of what we're pushing.
Yeah.
Pirates and mermaids are a gift,
It's
but-
going to be. Do you have a judging contest ahead of time to see who's the most creative before they put it in, or?
So we asked for people to submit their entrance beforehand by photo so we can judge. If they don't, then we'll have to do a live judging.
Live
So,
judging, I got you. Yeah,
yeah.
because sometimes they wait till the last minute, and that's what.
Exactly, yeah.
But you also have. I just listed some of the things you've got. Paddleboard, standing up paddleboard.
Yeah. So there's pro and amateur heats of paddleboards, kayaks, and canoes.
Well, that's interesting. That's new, right?
Yeah, there was always a lot of kayakers that really wanted to get involved, and a lot of people have kayaks.
Right.
It's a good hobby. So yeah, let's see who's the fastest.
I like the paddleboard one.
That one's
Yeah.
definitely competitive.
That
I
was,
could
oh yeah.
imagine.
That one's big.
But just like changing the event location, you add things to bring it up to date almost a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly.
Like
We had a-
paddleboards are fun and new and newer than when the canoe races started.
Yeah. So the only rule is paddleboards, you have to bring your own paddleboard. Kayaks, you could bring your own. We will have some there available to rent, but canoes are included. So if you sign up for the canoe races, you get a canoe. Now, some people, like Kim, who's probably going to come on in here a bit, he has his own canoe. That's a pro tip. If you have a nice, fast boat,
Yep.
that might help.
There are some professional-ish ones and some people who've won year after year or people who just jump in every year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, should we bring them out?
I remember what I wanted to say. Did I send you the pictures of the outline of the race, and then you have an art contest too?
Yeah, we had an art contest.
Okay, there's the outline, and
Okay, 'cause I
where's
was-
the best place for people to watch
That's a
it?
great question. If you have a boat, this is your event.
Yeah.
So the Gordon River there, it's very wide. We only use probably 30 to 40 feet of the channel for the actual race. But if you could line up on either side, you can go all the way around. If you're coming in as a pedestrian, the bridge is definitely the best place to be. There's a limit there.
Yeah.
500 people is kind of the safe number.
That's the bridge coming.
Over the river. So kind of from like the airport side moving in.
Oh yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say if you have a boat, that's the move. Otherwise, the whole park is ours. So that kind of southwest corner where that circle is, that's where the beer tent is going to be.
So you can just line up all along that path and kind of watch it.
Exactly.
Now, where does it end? Where?
So see the little checkered flags there? That's start and finish.
Oh
Okay.
yes, I got it.
Yep,
Yeah, I was
above
like,
the
where?
bridge.
There they
Above
are,
the
little
bridge,
checkered flags. Got it. That's the start and finish. Good deal. Good deal.
How far is it? Like, is it a mile or 2 miles?
So
What
one
is-
lap is 0.7, and all the amateur heats, the amateur paddle, kayak, and canoe is 1 lap, 0.7 miles. Pro kayak and pro paddle is 2 laps, so 1.4 miles. And then pro canoe is 4 laps.
Wow.
So that's the one that's going to take, they did it in 29 minutes last year, so that's kind of the course record.
And are they last or first?
They go before, they'll be afternoon. So basically we
Okay.
do like a 1 o'clock award ceremony for the first few races, and then the canoe races start with the first responders heat. That one's free for all first responders and veterans. Make sure you grab a spot because space is limited. And then we go to amateur canoes. I'm sorry, I'm getting my life tied up. It's first responders heat, pro canoe, amateur canoe.
Amateur paddle, amateur kayak, pro kayak. Build your vessel.
Yeah, so that's the build your vessel heat. That's the theme that we want to see people really get creative with. There's
Yeah.
a first place, of course, but there's also a best in show award.
A best in show.
Like, we couldn't paddle, but we put all our art into
if you
this.
got something cool, we'll give you you're gonna win.
What the heck? Do you happen to have a picture? Did I send one of the art contest? Because I thought that was really kind of cool.
So that was our first year doing that this year. We already ended. We have a submission we're going to run with. We'll announce
good.
it soon. We only had a few submissions, though. We really wanted to see more artists put their stuff in. So maybe next year we'll get a little bit more.
Well, when you make a big to-do over it, you'll have a lot of artists that will
Yeah, I mean,
It'll catch on. It'll definitely catch
so,
on.
you know, I was an art major in college, so I have a little
Nice.
soft spot for art. And
Yeah,
I definitely,
yeah.
especially, you know, I love that AI can do so much now, but I hate relying on it. So
Yeah,
we really
yeah.
want to showcase the talent, and there's so much talent in this town.
Oh my God! Yes, that's the gospel.
So much.
And I see your little weenie dog. Did he go into water?
And that's Frank the Wiener. He won the race with him. He was in the boat with them.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah. So
Oh,
he's our.
Frank.
Yeah, I think they won. Was that the?
It'd be the mixed doubles. Or
Yeah, I
the
think that
mixed?
was the Choose Your Vessel. Actually, was it this one? No, this is the pro. Never mind.
That's
yeah.
the pro. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's our first responder winners. So the first responders get a nice big paddle.
Oh yeah.
And they get to brag about it for a year, but that's it. After
Then they have to bring the paddle back.
The intention is for them to bring it back. I know you guys said you didn't want to bring it back, but I'd love for you to bring it back.
And if you don't, well,
We'll make another one. Just
yeah,
let me know.
they'll do another one. All right. Well, we happen to have, I think, the winners from last year that are here.
You got your pro winners.
So
Well, we'll get Kevin to get our pro winners up here.
So do they still have the Broken Paddle Award?
We haven't brought that back. I know that's for like best sportsmanship. I'd like to bring that back.
There's
Yeah,
been-
that'd be something for next, or could be something just ad hoc to do that.
You could, yeah. If a paddle breaks, I mean, you have to kind of give it, right? I guess.
Right. And what about Peter Jinks? Hasn't he the longest running winner that they?
I don't think he didn't race last year.
No.
Yeah.
But he was in the very first. No, he wouldn't be racing now. He's
I see.
different age.
I see what you're saying.
But what I'm saying in terms of people who've won it, I'm going to look that up and give that to you because I think he won it like 10 years in a row.
I didn't know that. Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, a
we'll
little
probably
bit.
talk about that. Let me jump off.
Yeah. Well.
No,
you
stay there.
You
They
can
can-
stay there. They've got to.
They can use the mic, I think, right, Kevin? Is that okay if they all stay?
Squeeze in.
Just squeeze close
one
to
of
the
you can
mic.
come in here,
Oh, you go there. Yeah. Why don't you go on that side?
and then Wild Bill, you can stay there and have your own microphone, and then you can use my microphone. Is that good? We got everybody,
I think we do.
and this guy is a twin brother of the CEO of 239 Live, and he was also the winner. What a nice thing! And tell us all about it. Give us your there. That's upside down, honey. They'd have to be really dyslexic to see that. Well, so you guys won last year. And how did you choose up partners?
Well, we've known each other for a long time.
Here, come on, David.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We know each other for a long time. He trained me, I don't know, back in like 2015. I didn't race with him, but he called me up last year needing a partner, so I answered the call, and the rest is history.
He stepped up.
We're the winner. We're the champs.
When he came over, he had a wife beater that said, "Muscle up, Buttercup." I said, "You'll do just
You're my
fine."
guy.
And you talk just like your brother, too. I heard you like that sound.
David
So-
says, "What's up, Kenny? You already have fans."
Oh.
Oh, straight ahead.
What's up, David?
So you've raced in this before, right? Not just this last year, but
Since 1985, I raced every race except for COVID, Ian, Water Clarity, and Old Naples Association didn't allow it anymore. And then Jay and Patty Baker said, the county and our city said, we can use that park. And we're like, whoa.
and what a great spot that is, too.
It was just amazing.
So you've been doing this since 1985.
Yes. Started with my brother-in-law, Larry Biella, working at Boat Haven. So let's try this. Okay, it's got to be easy. Well, we flipped. And then, you say you could pick that canoe up. No, you can't.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, God.
So then after that, we came in 12th. And after that, I started racing with other people all the way up to Kenny. And Tyson Beebe was with me for a long time. John Ness, Mark Nash was one of my first in 87. Roger Morse. Boat Haven's been my sponsor. Rusty's Raw Bar has been my sponsor. Perkins Automotive. These guys are just
That's been
incredible
forever, yeah.
friends of mine, and they support me. I love it.
So how much is the fee to enter this
So early bird
early bird?
ends April 3rd. Right now for the canoes, it's $55. For all the other races, it's $45. And that's going to go up $20 after April 3rd. So I'd suggest getting in now for
Do
sure.
you have a limit to people who can come in?
We have 30 canoes. We can get 40 canoes, so that's kind of our max. So 80 people, if you will. That's probably our max per heat. But if we got a lot of interest, we can add another heat. We could do 2 amateurs, stuff like that.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. So Kenny, you've just recently got involved because you were asked, or were you doing this before?
No, it's been a while. Like, I haven't raced since 2015. No, I wasn't doing it. He just called me, and I, love to do it. I had fun last time, and I said, yes, let's give it a go.
And then you guys won.
Do you
we
have
won.
to
Nice.
work out or get in shape, or you just have to paddle a
Absolutely.
lot?
Oh, we
Well,
tried
here's
that.
the deal. Tyson Beebe and I have been paddling together since 2010 or whatever. We couldn't do it because all this, stuff going on. And then I called him. I said, hey, the race is going to be June 14th. He goes, wait. I'm coming back from a cruise on the 15th. I go, oh.
No.
He goes, wait, I got somebody. I got Kenny. He's paddled before, and I know Kenny and Kevin. I'm going, okay. That's when he walked in. I said, oh, you'll do. And he's just been, he said he didn't want to let me down. I said, I won't allow you to let me down because I'm going to be screaming at you. You're going to be crying.
And boy, they do. There are some partner.
I tell them to break the paddle. If you can break the paddle, you're a monster,
Then you're doing
which we
good
can't.
stuff.
Give it everything you got.
Do you remember Peter Jinks?
Very well. I graduated high school with him. I trained with him for 3 years. That's the most intense training that I've ever done. This is the
Get it a little closer.
beat him at 6 o'clock in the morning at Naples Landing.
Yeah, he was serious. Oh my God.
And he would leave if I wasn't on time. I'd have to catch him up. I was in Masurski. He was in a C1 Pro canoe, so I was a little faster. And then, so that take 57 minutes. And we come back. He said, bring shoes, a towel. I said, okay. Okay, now we're going to do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups. I had to do 25 sit-ups and then 25 push-ups till you got it all down. Okay, now put your shoes on, run to the pier and back. Takes me 18 minutes. It's 15 for Peter and Fraser Gardella. So I was like running like a rabbit. Did that for about 3 years. Then I go, you know what? It's trained right here. I know what to do, and it's fun. Sundays, we do a 12-mile to the pier and back. No shirts on, cold as hell. We're coming back into Gordon Pass, and these people got mittens, and we're just smoke pouring off our bodies. Just real intense, and that's what I like.
I mean, you guys were. I mean, seriously, that's big time training.
Yeah, I live for this. Trained
Yeah.
3 months in advance. We just paddled
Yeah, we
twice.
just started training, so.
And we knocked 15 seconds off our time.
Shut up.
It's not good. But it was windy. It was yesterday and 2 days
Oh
before.
yeah.
So you guys start, you said 3 months in advance, Connie?
Yeah, we just started this week, so we paddled twice this week already.
The serious people do it all the time.
Right.
We try to, but otherwise
Gotta
just
take
work
a
out
little
at the
break,
gym.
It's intense.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's very intense.
And it's a commitment.
Yeah,
It's a commitment like any athletic event would be.
Absolutely.
Got to get out as quick as you can, otherwise you're tangled up with other canoes.
Oh yeah, that's always.
Oh, right.
We
Yeah.
gotta get the
practice
whole
whole
shot.
shots.
It's
gotta
a,
get the whole
it's a,
shot.
I was going to say it, but it's an interesting start.
Yeah,
Hey, Matt Moen, how are you?
yeah, we practice
Oh,
whole
gosh.
shots.
You
start.
practice what? Oh, the start. Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta get the whole
Try to
shot.
get away
Get
from
away from the
everybody.
crowd because you can get flipped really
Step up
easy.
again.
What's the key to that?
Oh, let him say that.
I'm sorry.
No,
Go
he
ahead.
was
No, I
saying
said
it.
you got to try to get the whole shot because if not, you could come around the corner and get flipped from other boats. So it's try to get out first. That's the goal.
And so this course has more turns in it too than before. Before it was a down and back.
4 laps.
And now
I
you
said-
have go.
He
you've
was
got-
going to
the
have
other
us
one had
do one
turns, too.
lap.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
I'll do
yeah.
that in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So I said, can we do 4? And yeah, okay.
he made it harder on
We
yourself.
did
but-
it 28 minutes, 28 seconds, and
He made it harder for everybody else.
tell you
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's true.
Well, you want a shot at the title, you gotta be able to marathon.
Yeah.
the guys that came in second, Jake Berman and Alex Gardella, were on our tail pretty much the
Yeah.
whole time, and we beat them by 1 second.
God.
Wow.
It was that close.
So both of you are pretty much out of the mess of starters.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
get away.
Yeah.
But then you're coming head on to them too, so that can be a trick. 'Cause I've hit. How do you hit head on with a canoe? I've done it before. Bam. Usually it's a glancing blow.
And there's been a little bit of trash talking too. The who's it? Berman. They're
Oh
saying
yeah,
they're coming for us
I,
this year.
I put
So we
something
gotta-
on because they did this get ready thing for me. Sugar Shack did a picture, told us to get ready, so we were kneeling. And I said, you better get ready because we're ready. And Alex, is a good young man, loved him to death. And his dad's awesome. And he goes, give it up, old man, you're going down. He actually said, he put that
Let's
on
see
there.
about that.
And I'm going, okay, let's see. My daughter's going, Dad, does that make you mad? I said, no, that brings excitement to it.
It brings fire to your belly.
Excitement to it.
Yeah, it makes
and
it
then
fun.
my son-in-law goes, don't poke the bear, which he just did.
Well, that's
yeah.
part of competition, but I can see those two. I can see those two start. Well, I'll start looking online for some of their conversations.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. And then Kenny, I told Kenny about it. He would love it. I'm going cool. And then I saw him at the Swamp Buggy race. It was great. He has dogs, Scooby, and the kids, and it was good to see them all. I didn't bring up anything about any rivalry.
Right.
I'll wait for the start.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you got to wait. Each event has its own little moment
Yeah.
of conversation.
Well, and one of the
Little
NBA
challenges.
In one of the NBA games, a first-year player came up and said to LeBron, "Hey, you played with my dad the first year he got into playing basketball." And he goes, "Does that make you feel old?" And LeBron just started laughing because he was trying to get in his head, which obviously that's not the right thing to do. But that's what you do.
Very competitive. Very competitive.
Part of it. Part of competing.
Oh yeah.
But isn't it fun, the competing, though? Isn't it fun to
Oh, it's so
get
much
out there
fun.
and
Yeah, it's so
the
much fun.
adrenaline of
Yeah.
it?
Absolutely.
And there's
You're
just a
standing
moment.
up on your
Yeah.
arms.
Competing and then watching the other levels and stuff.
People screaming at you, and the fans and stuff. It's amazing.
Good
It's a lot of
times.
fun. It was pretty funny because I thought we had lost. We were both downtrodden. I felt bad for Jake and Alex because they were like, I go, did we just lose this after all of that? And I came back and asked the police about who won, and he said, what's your number? I said 018, and he said you won. So I was able to come back and hold my finger up to the whole bridge and hold number one. It was one of the proudest moments of my little racing career.
That's awesome.
Well, it's a lot of effort you put into it with
Oh,
all
serious.
the pre-training and things versus, the amateurs who just kind of like, let's go canoeing.
Yeah, they got a cold beer,
Well, it's great that it used to be so short after you did the event, and it was kind of over unless you hung around at the Dock Restaurant. But you guys have a lot of things going.
Oh yeah,
Going
it's a
the whole
full day.
part, yeah.
Yeah.
And when is the awards? Do you do the award ceremony at different times?
So we do two. So there's one, I believe it's at 1:00 is our first races. It's on the website. But the paddleboard, kayaks, and build your vessel. There's an award ceremony for that. Then we'll do the national anthem and officially kick off to the veterans and the other canoes. And then 4:00 is when we're scheduled for the final award ceremony.
I just looked, you got that right.
Yeah, right.
Got that right. There you go.
Got all it's all up here, guys. Okay.
They have a live band too playing, right?
But we have four. We
They have
events.
four.
Wow.
And Rock
They have the
Republic
Cold-
closes
Cold
it out.
Bass coming back too?
We have Matty Jolie, Moonstone Riders, Sunstate Blues, and Rock Republic.
No, the Cold Bass. Like you guys had Cold
Oh,
Bass.
Cold
Like,
Bass. Yeah. I got to talk to Sauna House.
Yeah.
Hey, Sauna House, you guys want to come out again? That'd be
There you
great.
go.
Oh, that's a great idea, especially for the athletes when
Oh,
they
yeah.
get done, because that's you guys. So
Great
what's the
food.
recovery like afterwards? I'm imagining the next day or two might be a little sore.
Not really, because when you do it a lot, it doesn't bother you. The South Africans I used to train with on surf skis, they said, what do you mean take a break? We work out and then we race.
Okay.
So I've tried that, but I think it's more of the
Yeah.
2 days off. And because, this morning I felt pretty because that was the second time I paddled in 9 months, pushing it. And I go, ooh, I
Feel a
feel
little bit, yeah.
So
That's
we're going to do
normal.
it again tomorrow,
That'll work it all out.
the other day.
I believe we have one more guest that we're going to bring up before we let you guys go and do your work. Is that right?
Yeah, we got our MC.
You got your MC, Mr. Cullen Stack. So come on up.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're just terrific.
Well,
We'll
Good to
see
see you.
you.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, so tell us about this guy. Why'd you choose him?
so, yeah, great question.
Put him on the spot.
I'll give the short, sweet
So
answer.
who are you? No.
0 dark 30, fourth quarter, down by 10, and I got the call. So all jokes aside, mutual friends, relationship capital, right? Just some social equity, and had a friend call me that works with Maddie and the Young Professionals and is a legend in event production and emceeing and hosting, and that's his background, and he trusted me and knows my younger years. I did a lot with entertainment and concerts and music festivals and hosting and DJing
Sweet.
when I was late teens, early 20s. So he was like, hey, I know you have it. I trust you. You're a funny guy. You want to kind of stand in for me? So it wasn't like, I was the
First choice.
Yeah, the first choice or the
This
the
year.
main character. I was more of the hey, we have something else going on, but I know you have the skill. So we met maybe 3 weeks before it kicked off, we had our O Dark 30 mastermind, and we put it together. I think it was awesome. I mean, so yeah.
It must be you're back again.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. I mean, I love nature, love people, and being able to support where I live and the Conservancy. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Conservancy. What's the connection with that?
So they're our goal target beneficiary this year. So they're a partner of ours. They've helped us last year. We do have a goal of $10,000 is what we're trying to raise, so we can give them a nice check because they do really great work.
Yes.
In the community, and the whole story of Baker Park. It's
Yeah.
because of actions
Yeah.
like that, right? It was a dump originally, and then it was supposed to be condos, and then we said, well, what if we make this a park and
Yes.
preserve it?
Great
So,
idea.
yeah.
Wonderful idea. And it's a beautiful facility and everything involved. So I know you can get your tickets on the Conservancy Facebook page as well as what other place can they get their
Yeah,
tickets?
where can they sign up, be part of the event?
Naples, yeah, NaplesCanoeRaces.com. If you Google Naples Canoe Races, you'll find us. It's there.
It's right there.
It's right there. And
Okay.
yeah, head over and register soon. That'd be great.
Yeah, I kept typing in Great Dot Canoe. I'm like, why am I not getting this? And then I looked up something. I'm like, oh,
Just a little name change. Just a
I
little.
know, but it's good branding.
But it's
and
still a
good.
great race.
Throw that flyer up one more time because I just think that whoever designed that.
So this used to be, the event was the close of season. When I was growing up, this is how the end of the year, we knew that season was over. And I remember one year, actually for a couple of years, they had they had like 4 events in a row. They used Loudermilk Park. They had a concert where there's now AC Hotel. They had a beauty pageant. I mean, they made a weekend of it for a little while, but that was a lot of work for the people, and we went back to just one day. But I still look at it like, oh, season's almost over. We can hang out with our friends and get reservations.
Yeah, well,
Definitely a
it
sprint.
technically is.
It's awesome. That's
Almost
awesome.
the end of Stonecrab says, well, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks so much
It's
for having
we're
us.
really excited. We will be there
Hope
with
so.
bells
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Not that you'll be able to hear it with all the noise, but we will be there. And congratulations on taking this thing forward, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
One thing I want to share too, because
Okay.
I know it's vital and important, is there was a really, and I have to give flowers here to Matt and the rest of young professionals and everybody that worked amazingly to put this together, to bring it back. There were 1,000, 1,500, 1,600. I counted probably 400 or 500 people on the bridge at one point when I was up there calling the race. If anybody out here is looking to position, package, and polish their business, their brand, and wants to sponsor, one thing that I'm going to put Matt and the young professionals on the spot is I think we should have a bridge sponsor.
Oh, a bridge sponsor.
A banner, yeah, and you can do
Right.
that.
I like that.
And somebody could position themselves there. Obviously, the live mentions, the almost like street interview. I think this year we should actually go up and down the bridge and engage the audience.
Ooh, yeah.
And do some type of giveaways or raffles or little
I love that.
knickknacks to engage. Because what I noticed when I was up there was everybody was so excited, so happy, to your point, to have this back and to be, the locals, the people that are vacationing, everybody just kind of coming out. It was a huge family event. Everybody was bringing out their family, their kids, their animals. Like, everybody was there, and it was a really big turnout for
Roving
organically.
interviews are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're also good for your promo material next year.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
For sure. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, if anybody's looking to sponsor, or anybody wants to be the exclusive sponsor of calling the race and the bridge, definitely reach out to the young professionals and that.
All right,
Yeah.
good deal.
Needless to say, this is impossible without sponsors. So if you are interested in getting involved, we need all the help we can get. Even the smallest donation and towards the cause helps.
Okay, so give us the website,
Yeah.
and is there a phone number too?
NaplesCanoeRaces.com. You can email me directly, president@NaplesCanoeRaces.com.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
On Facebook, you can get in there
NaplesCanoeRaces.com.
And then I want to give you guys a little present for supporting
go.
us. You're officially medal holders of
Oh,
the
I
canoe
love
races.
this.
Beautiful.
I'm
There we
gonna make up
go.
a great lie.
Thank you.
You're helping us put this out, so I really appreciate you guys.
Oh, well,
having
we
us
love
on,
it.
and-
We love it. We'll definitely be there to get some good medals. My participation trophy. All right, gentlemen. Well, thank
All right,
you
thank
so
you guys so
much.
much.
And
Thank you,
thank you for that that plug. That was a good thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good thing.
Take care.
I love the idea of a bridge
Yeah.
sponsor. Yeah.
Great.
Way
Love
to
to
make
have it.
money.
Cheers,
The
guys.
event
Bye.
for the Conservancy.
Okay. Well, we're going to take Ty. We're going to do the
I'll do
win
the
tickets
sponsors.
one more time.
Oh, you want me to do this? Okay, I'll do the tickets.
Okay. Wait. One more thing.
Yeah, sorry. For parking, it's definitely going to be limited. The new parking garage by Gulf Shore Playhouse, that's your best bet. There's like 300 something spots there. We do have parking at the airport, so if you park over there, you can walk over.
Over the bridge. That's a
the-
great
oh, what a
idea.
great
You get
idea.
to see the
Lots
whole
of parking.
facility.
Exactly.
There's lots of parking at the airport, and it's not that far of a walk.
It's not too bad. Yeah,
No,
we'll
it's
have
not
a
that
shuttle there in case people need it to help get closer to the park, but otherwise, it's first come, first serve. So, good luck.
Okay.
Uber is a good idea.
All right. Okay.
cheers,
Thank
guys.
you, dear.
Okay, so we want to do the contest
Let's do
again.
the contest one more time, and then are you leaving for your next appointment?
I'll do the contest.
Do
and
the
then I'll go.
contest, then we'll switch over, and then we'll bring up Ty. There we
We
go.
have two co-hosts today for Lois, so this will be fun.
Yeah.
You guys get a lot of activity, a lot of action today.
Yeah.
So remember, these are for tickets for the Country Jam Naples, which is on April 18th. And we are giving away tickets. Now, how you do this is I'm going to read 3 hints of emojis, and you're going to put the 3 emojis in the comments, and then we were going to pick the winners. I just have to find out from Kevin if we're going to pick them today or Tuesday, because I think we're using the same emojis on Tuesday.
Okay, we'll clarify that.
So
one.
I'll clarify that. But either way, we're going to pick the winners. So our first hint, if you're ready, are we ready? Drum roll.
Yep, drum
and
roll.
here we go. Oh, this is great with my drum rolls. I live in the wild. I would live in the Wild West, ride horses, and wear a big hat. That's emoji number 1. Emoji number 2 is I make music with strings and you strum me. And emoji number 3 is you throw me up at concerts when the music gets loud and wild. So all 3 of those, you put it in the comments, and we will be picking winners. You're going to get 2 tickets to Country Jam Naples, April 18th. It's going to be amazing, so much fun. I cannot wait to go. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm excited if you're excited.
So you guys you'll get 2 tickets. Just put those emojis in there. Oh, Sarah Evans is calling my name.
Okay, Chickabee, you better get them right.
And you'll have opportunities to win today and Tuesday. We're
And
doing it
Tuesday.
again on Tuesday's
Okay.
show for sure.
All right. Well, good. It should be fun. It's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be a fun time. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
Tuesday and Friday. See, it's right there on the thing.
There we go. Okay. We have our next guest, Ty Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. You want me to read it?
Certified. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Got it close.
Served 5 years in the U.S. Army as a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne, deployed to the Middle East as an original member of the Multinational Peacekeepers Force in the Sinai, founder and director of Peacekeepers Foundation, which is a nonprofit ministry serving veterans who suffer with invisible wounds from their service to the country. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us today to tell us more about this.
Yeah, I just appreciate you guys having me and giving me Peacekeepers exposure.
Yeah. Now, I had Ty was one of our gave the pledge at the county commissioners a
Right.
while back, and that's how I actually got to know him through Adele and through when we were at the.
You've known my wife for a couple of years,
I know.
evidently.
I
I didn't
got-
know it until Adele introduced us, and I told my wife, I said, well, I met Lois Bolin. I've known her for years.
She's old hat.
She's like the mayor or something. Everybody knows Lois.
Yeah, well, tell us about this. I found this wonderfully interesting.
Well, like you said, I served in the 82nd Airborne, and one of the most highly trained special divisions in the country, in our military. And, they train you really well to survive just about anything. But what they didn't teach you is how to come home and how to survive once you came home. How to deal with healing, how to deal with the pain. And so I came home and I did what everybody else did. I went back to school, got married, got life going on. Stuff happens in life. Diagnosed with cancer, had a heart attack. Some of the wounds that you come home with as you get older, those wounds that you endured during your service, they tend to pop up when you get older.
Yeah.
And so, we endured through all of that. But it was through all of that reached out to my wife and I and called us to this mission. I woke up one morning in the hospital, and it was clear as day. It gave me the name Peacekeepers from, as you said, I was part of the multinational peacekeeping force.
Right.
So that's where the name came from, and it was just clear as day. Within 7 days, God had given me the mission is to serve veterans in crisis, struggling with PTSD, struggling from the invisible wounds from their service. And so that's what we do is we walk alongside those veterans. We lead them through healing. We help them find their identity that's been lost. And we do all that through Jesus. And then we look for them to turn around and go find other veterans struggling, because we're close community.
Yeah.
So we show them how to go
especially,
find
for
other
sure.
veterans that are struggling as well. And as you know from that recent groundbreaking that we had here, Southwest Florida is the mecca for veterans. It's the highest concentration of veterans in the country, whether you're a non-com or an officer.
Wow.
I don't know what it is about Southwest Florida that pulls it. I mean, your closest base is CENTCOM in Tampa, but
Yeah.
but it pulls it. And so we have
Yeah, we're in a vortex. of
yeah,
that
and,
energy.
you
Yeah.
know, it goes along with scripture that says, the harvest is huge and the laborers are few. So one of the things we did most recently is we partnered with a ranch. So we're going to make it a weekend event. So where we bring the veterans in on Friday night. We partnered with a place called Warriors Place that gives us room and board for the weekend so they can unplug.
Wow.
And then we go out to this ranch, which is an equestrian ranch for equestrian therapy, commonly used amongst men and women with PTSD. But they unplug. They literally unplug. I've even thought about getting one of those bags where you drop their cell phones in it. They're not communicating with the outside world. So for 2 days,
That's a good thing. Yeah, just to
Yeah.
really unplug.
for 2 days, we pour into them. The first day we spend really talking about their wounds, and uncovering those wounds. The military, most military men will tell you, men and women will tell you that it's just not something you talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've got buddies of mine that, back in the Vietnam area, some talk about it, some don't. Some will acknowledge, but you don't have a conversation.
Let me ask you a question on that kind of comment there. A lot of veterans find it hard to find their voice, and just talk about that, but just find their voice. How has this enabled a person who is unable to find that inner voice to talk about that demon or whatever it is that's kind of with them? How do you help them find that voice?
I think that really goes to the crux of what we do, because you're exactly right. Many of them, they just hide it. It's like rub some dirt on it, right? Get over it. And so the other component to that is our organization is veteran led. You can sit across the table from somebody, but if you haven't served, you can't really say, I know what you're going through.
Right.
It's hard to say, hey, brother, I know, I see it. So we make sure that there's a veteran on the other side of that table listening,
That's
is that he can say,
powerful.
I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
And then the second component of it is, it really does, what we do at Peacekeepers is we give that voice and say, let's talk about those wounds, those invisible wounds you came home with. Some of them could be, what's really amazed us is some of them are covered up by their wounds of service, and maybe it was something that happened in their childhood that inspired them to serve, and now you pack on those wounds. They've never had a safe place.
Right.
Is what they're really looking for, is a safe place to go to share it.
Yeah.
And that's what we give them, is we give them an environment that's very safe. They share those wounds. We spend a whole day on talking about their wounds. Some of it is one-on-one. Where the ranch is, it's 68 acres, 7 miles of walking trails where donors have provided benches that have scripture on them, and where people can just go out on this trail and just spend time just meditating. That's a lot of what you need to do when you have PTSD. Chaos is your enemy. I was sharing earlier when just driving here from my house, coming here, going down through traffic, you can start feeling it. So
Yeah.
wide open spaces is good. So the ranch is perfect for that. But then the second day is really where the transformation happens, is you've spent the first day earning their trust. And you can see it, and you can sit across from somebody and just reach out and just the touch. I'm big into the touch, what that does. and you just know something else is there.
Yeah.
And you're like, brother, just let it out. And finally, they just unload, and they're like, wow, I've been carrying that for 40 years or 30 years or whatever it is, and they finally just let it out, and you can just see right in front of you it happening right in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, then you come back. Now you've earned the right to come back the second day, and we spend that whole day praying over their wounds, laying hands on them, praying with them. We do grief healing prayers over them. And by the end of that day, Scripture talks about God refreshes those who refresh others. And boy, he does, because you see these men that came in crusted, battle wounds, and you can see it in their eyes, and battle tested. And when they leave Sunday, they've been crying, they've lit it all off. All of a sudden, there's a glow to their smile. Their identities come back.
Right.
That zip in their steps come back. Right. And our stats that we track is, out of the men that go through ours, how many of them then come back and say, brother, I want to serve. I want to be the guy on the other side of the table.
So let me ask you about that. So someone comes in and they've had this experience with you. They've healed themselves, right?
Right.
They're where they want to be, and they feel the urge to give back to that. Sitting with someone and being able to reach them and then take that load on of what they're going to unload on you is also pretty heavy, right? So how do you keep that sense of balance when you yourself was in that chair however long ago, and now you're on this side? That's got to be challenging at times for people to come in, I would think. And,
I'm thinking you went through one of these because you're asking the right questions. Like, wow,
I'm just feeling what you're saying. I'm just,
it is, people don't realize when you pour yourself into somebody like that, what it takes out of you.
100%.
So I can only do it about every 6 to 8 weeks because it's just emotionally draining. My wife right now, she works with the women. So she didn't serve, but she's a spouse of someone who did. Yeah. And her immediately draw was, I want to, same thing you're doing for the men, I want to do for the women. So that's actually where she's at right now, is right up the street with a group of women going through the same thing. And so we alternate. She'll do 1 month the ladies, and I'll do the next month the men. So it puts 6 to 8 weeks between it, because it is emotionally draining.
It is.
Especially if you lose one. You've really poured into somebody. And, you walk alongside that person, and you feel their pain, and you embrace it. And then it's not all success stories. Mm-hmm. We have some that fell away, and that's like a gut punch. So it's to step back out there and do it again. But that's what God prepared me for. When you look at all the trials and all the things that you go through, it's all in preparation for his mission that he's going to give you. Helping you build that bigger platform. The bigger the platform, the more he can do with you. And so that's where we just, my initial view of what this mission was going to be was so finite. And now it's become so much greater. Last year we had 3 weekends, like I just explained. This year we're already scheduled for 20 events in 2 different states and 4 cities.
Wow.
We're exploding. So the need is there. It is there. There's not enough of us. So that's one of the reasons I appreciate you bringing me on, is one, to expose that need there. So if there's veterans out there, still feeling like they've lost their identity, they've lost their voice, call us. Those are the men and women I want to talk to.
There you go.
So reach out to us, and we'll walk alongside you as Jesus heals you. And then, roughly, like I said, 50% of the men and women that go through that, they want to share that experience and help somebody else. Yeah. And that's been our numbers. And that's how we exploded to 20 events is a man came down, he flew down from Savannah, heard about us, flew down from Savannah, Georgia, went through it, took it back to Savannah, and he said, Ty, I want to get it here. He reached out to a buddy in Macon, Georgia, and said, buddy, you got to go through this. It's just multiplication at that point.
Yeah.
And we're a better place. It's Southwest Florida. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Well, I think, that goes right in hand with talking about healing. And, in Southwest Florida, we're blessed to have just a beautiful environment. The Everglades has its own vibration of frequency. If you're into that kind of stuff and grounding and everything, saltwater and beach is no better place. Take your shoes off everybody, I encourage you to take your shoes off, take a walk on the beach. And, it helps.
That truly
You know,
grounds you. Yeah.
It truly does, yeah.
You know, where I was stationed at Sharm el Sheikh, right on the Red Sea. And so you're
wow.
exactly right.
Wow.
You could walk out, regardless of what's going on,
Right.
you could walk out and take a look at that water, and that just refreshes you. And that's why I live it here.
Right.
Because of my service in the Middle East, 2 things I figured out. I went through survival training in North Carolina in February, lived in a frozen ground for 12 days.
Oh, man.
I quickly figured out I don't like that.
Yeah.
I spent my service over in the Middle East in 130-degree weather. I figured out I can do that.
Yeah.
So that's why we live here.
That good dry heat.
It's good dry heat. But, speaking of the beach, that's where we do a lot of our baptisms. I never thought that was going to be something God was going to lead me to do. I mean, if you knew my upcoming, you're like, he's going to sign Ty to go baptize somebody? Are you kidding? So he's blessed me with, I've been able to baptize 8 men right here, Vanderbilt Beach. We take them right out on the beach because we want everybody to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a public affirmation. We want them to see it because every time we do it, somebody comes up and goes, hey, did that guy just get baptized? And now you've touched another soul.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we're just being obedient to what we feel like God's led us to do. Peacekeepers does not belong to us. It belongs to God. He's just assigned me as the steward of it. And so we're just stewards of it, and we're just, wherever he takes us, we're going. Our mission, though, my vision for it, they talk about if your vision's not big enough, it's got to include God, right? My vision was, let's just stay here in Southwest Florida. God's vision was, I want to take it to every military post in the country, and then I want to take it to every military post across this. I want to go back to Sharm el Sheikh. I want to put one there. So I want to cover and impact the world, and that's kind of where our mantra came from, is know God, experience community, make disciples, and impact the world. And that's what we do.
So your goal is to really scale this.
Absolutely.
Just go bonkers on it.
Yeah.
And it should be.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And like I said, the harvest is huge. And especially with the Operation Epic Fury going on right now, that's producing more men and women that are going to have their own
100%.
private wounds that come home and don't know how to deal with. So it's the harvest is never going to end. So this is going
As long as
to,
there's military, as long as there's a world.
and as long as there's brave men and women that are willing to step up and serve this country. I went in when I was 18. You don't have the skill set to deal with what you're going to see,
100%.
especially overseas, and the brutality and just the sheer evil. I've stood in front of evil, and I know what it is. You're not prepared for that. So they come home with those wounds, and they think they've dealt with it, rub some dirt on it, they're good.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that wound pops up one night in a nightmare. It's real, and that's where God's put us.
Well, someone asked a question. It's for men and women both.
Men and women, and I'll give you a little treat. Nobody knows this. My wife and I went and saw a movie called Still Hope. It's about a young girl named Hope. She was trafficked at age 16. She came home and was rescued when she was 17, and it was about her redemption and her recovery. That touched our heart. My wife and I didn't even make it to the parking lot. And we looked at each other, and he said, peacekeepers, we touch lives of men and women, adults. There's a lot of youth because of this device. There's a lot of youth that when we were growing up, and it wasn't available.
Right.
Exactly.
And so there's a lot of youth that have also their own invisible wounds, their own PTSD, and they don't even know about it.
That's a whole different, exactly.
When I grew up, when I got out of the service, there was no PTSD.
Right.
They just said, boy, that guy drinks a lot.
Yeah. Right.
Right? So we didn't start really defining it and then coming up with solutions and things of that nature. So my wife and I now want to expand this. Like I said, when God says just keep building the foundation, the bigger you build it, the more I can do with it. So he's really put on our hearts now to go after youth. So we got to rewrite the curriculum a little bit to make it more age appropriate. But that's going to be our next launch by the fall. We're going to launch a youth as well.
I'm excited to hear about all that energy going into these things. And, if the military, I've always said this, and if the military spend as much time, energy, and psychology and stuff on kids when they come back out of a war as they do in training them to go to war, and put that energy somewhat into that return. And, it can't just be a cold return. We're sheltered over here. They're not going to walk out in the street and see what they just saw in a war scenario, but it's something that stays with them. And you got to spend the energy and time, in my opinion, just as much as you do training them to
Absolutely.
go into the situation. And you know, I've said this over and over. I hope somewhere in the military there comes a voice. Maybe it's you. Maybe that's where your journey's taking you, where you say, look, we've helped this many people all across the country now. There's something to this. This needs to be something you put into the return. And if they have to go through this kind of program or whatever it is, but I would love to see that for you.
Yeah, they've got plenty of programs that deal with wounds of the flesh,
But the mental,
and none with wounds of the spirit.
100%.
And you're 100% nailed it. Is we teach them how to come home. We teach them how to survive when they're over there, but we just don't teach them after they come home to process what they have seen,
100%
gone
don't.
through. It doesn't always have to be a physical wound, and that's where the escape happens. Is a lot of the men I've dealt with is we find them in jails.
yeah,
You know, because those wounds are going to mask as something. It's going to mask
Right.
either as an addiction, alcohol, something, and a lot of times it lands them in the penal system. So you go where broken men are. So I go a lot to the jails. Commissioner Cole is a friend of mine. He's done a phenomenal job of
he's
walking
great.
alongside of us. We also go into Lee County. So we go into the jails and find the broken soldiers, and we have a coordinated reentry program that we help them reenter society and put them back through that. So that's where we find these broken men. And it's because they didn't have a process. You know, military, we're process guys.
100%.
Give me and drill and repeat, right?
Yes.
I got that.
That's it.
But they don't have a process for healing the spirit. And so that's really where Peacekeepers comes
Well,
in.
isn't it? It's always been kind of taboo to talk when you're in the military about if there's some problem there. And I know who's the new head of the VA? What's his name? He's from
Doug
Georgia.
Collins?
Yeah, Doug Collins. And I think that they're starting to work with that to not. Am I right? That
Yeah,
they're
it's-
trying to say you gotta let them process and get it out. You can't.
It really depends on who's in the White House. It really does. I had the pleasure of serving under Ronald Reagan during his administration. So we went through the process of recovering from the debacle that Jimmy Carter created. And it was a very faith-friendly time to serve. And then there were some periods of times where it's not faith-friendly. And like you said, it's also a sign of weakness. In your battalion, your platoon, your squad, you know, it's kind of seen as weakness if you start talking about
100%.
that. And every squad had somebody they called preacher. Yeah, a man that was good in his faith, and you weren't going to rock him. You could call him what you want. But it really was not the held up as somebody you wanted to aspire to.
Right.
That was usually the guy you kind of picked on,
Right.
took shots
Right.
at, right? And so you come home with that stigmatism. I came home and my dad wrote a poem and said, "Whatever happened to that tie?" Because I had changed so much.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I thought I dealt with it. I'm like, I've been trained for this. What do you mean? I'm a trained guy. I'm masking it pretty good. A lot of the men and women think they mask it pretty well, but you can see it, like you said. You
Yeah.
can see it in their eyes. You
100%.
can see the pain, and they just don't know how to navigate that. And that's why I really share with people. It is not us. It is not. We walk alongside you. We introduce you to Jesus, and then we just sit and watch as Jesus heals you.
You just step
That's-
back and
and we-
let the process occur.
Right. We get a front row seat to that transformation, and that's our blessing is we get a front row seat to that. And then when you really got some excited people because it's the best they've felt in years, all these things
100%.
they've let go.
Yeah.
I've had guys from the Vietnam War that have come to me, and they've been holding those wounds for 60 years.
Oh, yeah.
And so that weight gets heavy. And when they
Man.
finally realize they can dump that weight, it gets inspirational. And so those guys want to go share it. So what we really are looking for is more people, men and women that are just sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
And they want
I
to,
can't even imagine.
they've
having
tried
to carry
everything.
that long.
yeah, they've
you know?
tried everything. And we just want to walk with them. And then afterwards, talk to them about coming back through Peacekeepers and sharing that with another veteran and walk alongside that veteran.
When's your next program coming up?
Well, like I said, Gina's got one going on. That's where she's at right now.
Okay.
My next one is for the men is April 16th, 17th, and 18th. Hers next one for the women is the 16th and 17th. The first one at the ranch that I told you about, because that's new for us, that's going to be in May 23rd and 24th. That's going to become the model that I think we're going to use. We've already approached a ranch in Georgia that's between Savannah and Macon. All we need is cottages to put them, bunkhouse, a mess hall, and a meeting room. And we want it somewhere out on a ranch, state park, whatever. So we have, like I said, we exploded from 3 events last year to 20
Wow.
this year.
Oh my gosh! In 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's spiritually draining.
Yeah.
It's emotionally draining.
Yeah.
But it's where God's put me, and I've only got one job, and that's to be obedient to Him, and just sit back and have that front row seat. So
Brother, I can tell by the way you're talking and everything. I can just feel it. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh,
know
totally,
what I mean? And
totally.
It's so if someone's out there right now and they're in Southwest Florida and they're hearing you, and not just hearing, they're hearing you.
all right.
And they say, you know what, man, I want to do that. What's the best way for them to get a hold of you to join one of these or just have a one-on-one with her, whatever it is?
My wife calls it breaking bread.
Okay, there we go.
I'll meet anybody anywhere, coffee shop, sit down. Sometimes it starts there. But if you go to our website and click on the menu, look for Life Relaunch, it'll have all the dates, and they're classified for men or women. You'll see whether it's designated for men or women. Pick a date. It's free. This is free for everything. There is no cost to the veteran.
No reason not to contact you.
No reason not to. So you just pick it, click on that date, and register. All it takes to register is your name, phone number, and email, so we can reach back out to you and coordinate things. That's it. Everything's free, 100% free to them. We just want to heal them. We just want to be there. And that's where the second component comes in is we need people to walk alongside of us. Anybody who's ever started a nonprofit, it's not for the weak at heart.
Sure isn't.
No. It's always
Sure
asking
isn't.
for money.
Right. And it's, we've had some phenomenal friends. Our church has walked with us. We've had some phenomenal members of our church like Adele that have walked alongside of us. But you can only keep going back to that well so many times, right?
Right. So that's what we're here for. We're
right.
reaching into the well here.
So we need to grow it. And in order to grow it, especially in order to grow from 3 events to 20 events, most of that is come out of mine and my wife's pocket. Well, one of the decisions we made, my wife and I built a Christmas business for 20 years. December 31st, God put it on my heart to walk away from it. He said, that's not where I've assigned you anymore. I've assigned you to peacekeepers. You're either 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You need all in.
Yeah.
So we gifted our Christmas business to 2 young men in our church. We just blessed them with it.
Wow.
Walked away.
Wow.
Because this is where God wants us. But we need supporters, financial supporters. We need a sponsor. We would love to have a sponsor that would take us on and be the main sponsor. But we need sponsorship. We need, every time we put one of these men through this, it's about $250 a person. When you consider the manuals, the materials, the lodging, the food, everything to put one veteran through this over a weekend is about $250. It may go up a little bit more once we start doing the ranch because we're more cost in
Right.
transportation. If we get a call from we got one from Seattle, Washington, well, we're going to fly him down.
Right.
That takes money. We're going to pick them up. We're going to take them out there. All that costs money. And up to this point, majority of that's come out of mine and my wife's pocket.
Let me ask you a question because at one point in time, I sat on the board of directors, Keep Color You're Beautiful, and some other stuff. And we would always look to get grants and other stuff that was available for us. Is that something that maybe either the military or the federal government has some kind of grants that you can apply for?
We've had those conversations,
Okay.
and here's the hard truth.
No.
You know what's coming?
Yeah.
Is as soon as you mention you're a faith-based,
Yeah.
Not-
I don't want to do with it.
no.
And you also
And even
don't-
my attorney even said, well, if you just wouldn't be a faith-based, there's all kinds of things that open up to you. And I said, are you
well,
kidding?
what are you kidding? That's the whole thing.
I mean, then I'm not here, right?
Exactly.
No. So
Right.
I don't, and because of that experience, I don't want that. I want somebody that's given to us because God
The right
spoke to
reason.
them. God put it on their heart to say, whether it's $10 a month or $1,000 one-time gift, whatever it is, whatever God put on their heart, that's what I want. I don't want any hidden agenda. I want somebody that God spoke to them and just put it on their heart. And that moves me, because when I get those, so many of them, I know their story already and I know where it came from. And I'm like, that just blesses me.
All right, I'm going to have to move to the next one, but I want to have you back, okay?
Yeah.
And can you put that up one more time so people can see the logo and see the goodies? You can leave some pieces here. Peacekeepers Foundation for men and women, peacekeepersfoundation.org. Ty, it's been a great pleasure having
Ty.
you here.
My honor.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And tell us who you are. Somebody said, who's the guy sitting next to you? I said, he's the guy that's ruining the concert. I mean, running the concert.
There you go.
It's like Jim Dome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get you back, okay?
Amen.
And I don't know if you got to see Wayne. There's Wayne over there.
Yeah. He and I talked. He's my buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Ty, thank you, man.
He's
thank
a good
you.
man.
Thank you.
He's a very good man. Wow.
Powerful.
Well, I have to tell you that a couple of veterans said, who's that guy sitting next to you who's totally tuned in and in sync? And so I'm just like, well, I'm just going to let you ask this question.
Sorry about
No,
that.
no, I'm thrilled
I was
because
feeling what he was
you were
saying.
feeling
Yeah.
it. So that's really the right thing to do. And I bet
Yeah.
you're definitely going to be feeling this one in the figurative sense. Our next guest.
Lois.
And
Lois.
let's see. I have I'm going to read your notes here if that's
Yep.
okay. So I have them
Let
here.
her rip.
In case you don't know, this is Marilyn Monroe's anniversary. She is, birthday. She'll be 100 years old today, and we have a very special guest with us,
Awesome.
Miss Maurice Hurley, who is also Miss Marilyn Monroe. And we are so thrilled to have you.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Absolutely. Hello.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, and tell us what your gig, you have a special gig that you do.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Well, I'm thrilled.
Absolutely.
Yes, well, let's see, the Marilyn Monroe Cabaret Show. We're doing a show there once a month at the Escargot 41 Piano
Right.
Bar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm promoting the show, and it's all of Marilyn Monroe's classic, iconic musical favorites. And the show has a video screen in the background, so you also get to see the visual component of it. So you get to see the movie clips. So when I'm singing "Boop Boop Be Doo, I Want to Be Loved by You,"
I remember all those.
Yes. Then Some Like It Hot, the movie clip is playing behind me. So, and then I have the costumes that all match as well. And the show is about an hour. So the first hour is like jazzy music, Ella Fitzgerald, Norah Jones, Natalie Cole favorites that I sing. And then the second hour is like a dinner. So that's when the guests are served, and I start the whole show. When it starts out, it's a whole movie that is in the that plays in the background from the countdown to the film, and then all the way through. I actually brought my musical program as well.
Nice.
That has all
That's
of their
awesome.
all of them. It's her popular music hits like "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend" and "Some Like It Hot," and I Want to Be Loved by You. Boop-boop-be-doo.
I'm not
I can't
even
do it
going to
like
try.
you. Yeah.
I'm not even going to try.
Yes, so it's a lot of fun because it's her popular ones as well as some of her obscure films, but you know, you get a real appreciation and takeaway from all of her amazing movies over the years. So
And it sounds like it's somewhat of an immersive experience with all the stuff you have going on in the background. And,
Yes.
And being able to connect with that as well as you and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and a lot of her music was about, and especially the movie clips, is usually a scene in a movie where she's in a Copacabana environment where it's a dinner scene and everybody's dining and they have a full orchestra and she's coming out and she's the entertainment and she is interacting and flirting with the crowd and dancing and singing immersed in the crowd. And so I
Right.
try to emulate a lot of those moments during the show so the crowd feels like they're a part of the show.
And that was a wonderful era to have that. To have
Yes,
that whole
everybody-
setting, everybody's dressed up, and then
so
they have,
elegant,
Oh,
yes.
yes,
Yes.
So we're going to have a red carpet, and we're encouraging guests to dress up. We actually had a show last month, and this month's show is sold out, but we're doing shows once a month, the last Sunday of the month. And a lot of the guests got really into it, dressed up, wore their diamonds, feathers, sequins.
Oh, yeah.
We had a red carpet moment with photographers. And that's like as you enter, and then when you walk into the Escargot 41 Piano Bar, it's such an elegant space. There are chandeliers and this beautiful onyx lit up underlit bar. It seats about 62 guests, so it's an intimate setting and experience.
100%.
Beautiful crushed velvet banquettes with chandeliers. It's just, and everything's black and gold, something kind of you might see in like Manhattan or something. So the backdrop also lends to the old Hollywood feel of that era as well. So it's a really fun experience. I mean, it starts out really with me getting my hair done like Marilyn. They actually
roll it tight. and
roll
get
it
those-
all up in there. I have Duality Artistry. They've been around forever. Danny and Gabby, they come to my house and they do my hair up. And this is actually her lipstick too, like the DMA lips. They glam me all up, and then I show up and welcome guests as the hostess of the evening.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is very, oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But then also it's ITZ Media Group. They have
Oh, I love
edited
him.
all my, so Jeremy and Chuck and Logan and Kevin, they're great guys. They've all edited my videos. So the video clips are all edited together to create like a smooth presentation of the show. So it's really evolved. Every show has been different. I always have changes. Sometimes I do Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend in the beginning of the show, sometimes at the end, sometimes in the middle. So it's lots of surprises. Last time we had some cabaret dancers that were dressed up with top hats and canes and sequin tuxedo, beautiful but elegant.
So do you
costumes.
come up with the show? I mean, is this
Yes.
all out of your head?
It is.
Is
It all
this
came
something you thought of and said, I'm going to rock this out?
It just all started with, it started, I was having a party and we had a band and they were encouraging people to get up and sing. And my neighbor got up and sang and I'm like, oh my gosh, you sing? She's like, oh yeah, I sing in my church all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then another girlfriend got up, sang. She sounded amazing. She sang a Shania Sang song. I'm like, you sing? She's like, oh yeah, I play piano in my basement, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all these, and they wanted to get me to get up and sing. And I was like, there's no way. I don't even have words to a song memorized. So after that moment, I said to myself, I'm going to have one song in my back pocket. So if that opportunity ever came again. So I Googled voice coaches, Naples, Florida, and I found Heather Ivey. She's an incredible voice coach. I also have another great voice coach, Rita Harvey. She's an incredible soprano out of New York City, and we Zoom. And so I just took one lesson. I just said, well, I'll just try it out for fun. And if I like it, I'll keep going. And I left the lesson just floating on a cloud. I had my one song prepared, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. I had that memorized. I had listened to it over and over, emulating her as best I could. And so I just really, for the first several lessons, just worked on that one specific song. And then I got the costume, of course, because I love fashion and all of her diamond looks and feathers and all the things. And so I got the costume, and then a girlfriend was having, it was actually Naples Fashion Week. They were having, for charity for Pace Center for Girls, they were having a big fashion show and entertainment sprinkled in in between. And she's like, I want you to come up and do your diamonds number. So it was really a collaboration of a bunch of local talent mixed in with beautiful models and fashions. And that was really my first performance in front of like 650 people at the Gulf Shore, North Center, Gulf Shore Playhouse down by 5th Avenue in Cambria Park. And then I just kind of started getting requests here and there. And I started taking more lessons and learning more music. And then the tea lounge opened, the Forever Fiore tea lounge opened, and my girlfriend Laura and Michelle were heading off all these like kind of unique entertainment opportunities. And they were like, oh, we want to show Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, you know, that 1954 movie that she stars in that's so iconic. And
Jack
they said,
Lemmon?
yeah, Jane Russell, and so they were like, we're going to do a movie night, show the movie. Like, we would love it during that scene in the movie for you to come out and do your Diamonds number. And I said, well, I actually have more than just one Marilyn Monroe song now, because there's 2 songs that I do from that film. Also, 2 Girls from Little Rock, which is such a fun song because the words are hilarious and amazing, and Jane Russell and Marilyn are just incredible talents, and they've got the red costumes with these red feather headdresses, and I got the red sequin dress and the whole thing. So that's kind of just ended up
and then
morphing into here we are.
Exactly.
So
And,
it's one day a week. Is that correct?
the last Sunday of the month.
Last Sunday of the
The
month.
next show is April the 26th. Is that correct? I'm looking
yes.
at the back of this and I
April
found
the
it here.
26th. Yeah, May 31st, June 28th. We're having a show this Sunday. That
Which
is
is sold
sold
out.
out. So I'm
Okay.
very excited.
Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Yes.
And we sold out last month as well. And yeah, I think it's like a fun addition to Naples. There's so many people that were part of the process, you know, like obviously it came from my, my creative, brain. From the costumes, like G's Bridal and Haute Couture, like Lindsay, she was actually on here last week.
Right.
She was the one that was recommending or mentioning to you guys. And she's found me a lot of the costumes for the Marilyn looks. And then Elsie in Naples, she has a bunch of fashions. She's doing a fashion show coming up at the Perry Hotel.
Right.
And I'm singing a song in her fashion show, Beyond the Runway, on the 29th. I'm going to sing She's a Man Eater by Hall & Oates.
There you
I
go.
love it.
She only comes out at
I
night.
love it. Now, how did you come up with that song?
That song, my fiance, he loves yacht rock. And it came on one day and I just started humming along to it, and I just really thought it was fun. But I was like, it would be really fun if like a woman sang it. And from that perspective of, like she's in charge. And and with AI, I created this really cool poster where you can take Marilyn Monroe singing in the jungle wearing a leopard dress with
saw
like
that.
tigers in the
Yeah, yeah.
background. So, and I sent it to Elsie and she's like, oh my God, this is the most hilarious thing ever. I'm like, I think it's so perfect because she's doing this whole like jungle theme, Savetica, like evening. The show is a floating runway on the
Yes.
Perry Hotel pool
Nice.
with all the lighting. So
Nice.
into sunset time, so into the evening. So I have that coming up too, which is going to be super fun.
That's the 28th, right?
The 29th, it's actually the Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. That's right.
Yes.
29th.
Yes. And then, we've got like Skystruck Shoes. My girlfriend Skylar is going to be at the next show, and she has these beautiful boots. And I learned this song at a party I was having at my home with my friend Jan, and she's like, you've got to learn Nancy Sinatra's Boots Are Made for Walking. It's like the most fun song. So I was like, okay, I'm going to learn the
It's
song.
iconic.
Yes.
For sure.
So, and I just love Sinatra and the whole era, right?
Yeah.
So
Rat
we're
Pack.
going to have a little surprise. Usually the last hour of the show is like a dance party. So the first hour is like jazzy set, cocktail vibes, people, kind of mingling, and cocktail reception. Then, we have the second hour is the dinner, and we do the full show. And then the last hour, it depends on the crowd. I kind of play DJ. So if I have a snoozy crowd, I have a snoozy set. But if I have a lively crowd, I have a whole, because if you remember, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend has been done so many times. Like Madonna did Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend homage. Beyonce has done it. Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge. I mean, it's been done. So I show a lot of the movie clips throughout the show during my costume changes as well, and some different movie moments as well. I sing the ones that, inspire me. So the whole dance number. So we have some Boots Are Made for Walking moment coming out for the dance party bit. I mean, we had a group at the last show where it was going around in a circle and it was so much fun. So that was definitely something that I wanted to mention as well. So yeah, I mean, it just really, the Flo Divinas, Laura, with Flo Divinas, she had lends me 2 dancers to do the cabaret part. So one of my favorite movie scene clips is the end of Chicago with Renee Zellweger and Catherine Zeta-Jones, and they do that amazing dance number. So I said to Laura, I said, I want to create this dance moment. I don't know where in the show it's going to happen, but I want 2 dancers. I got the costumes. I had the whole vision, and she put it together, and she's incredible. So, like, I mean, it really has been a culmination of a bunch of my friends over, you know,
that's
here.
wonderful.
Yeah.
What a wonderful, you can tell you're passionate about it.
100%.
So you got to be in the groove with it.
Yeah.
I'd like to have you back again because can you sing a song? Do you do
Yes,
that?
yes. Well, that's why I brought my musical program, so I could give you a little musical
Just a little bit
snack.
of before we
love
go.
it.
Jan Rose
Yes.
goes. That was great. Yeah, she's. You've had a lot of people that have commented on that. So you'll have to go
good.
back. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. There's Jan. She's going to do My Boots Are Made for Walking. Rebecca came to the last show.
And Rebecca, yeah. So you've had a lot of people that.
Yeah,
Nice.
and a lot of people coming back again and again, which warms my heart because, oh, Lisa, hi.
I told you.
Yeah,
you had a lot.
It's a call out, roll call.
Stacy Reynolds. So I'm going to have actually in the next show a surprise. Well, to surprise to nobody who's listening, I'm gonna have a 2 Marilyn Monroe. So Stacy's gonna dress up as Marilyn Monroe in the pink dress with all the jewels. We're gonna have our hair both done like her, and then so when guests arrive, she's gonna be on the red carpet greeting guests.
Very nice.
So we're gonna have some fun moments with that. But yeah, it's a fun.
Now
fun
wait a minute.
group.
Where is Escargot?
So
I'm just drawing a blank.
Escargot has been
That's a
around for
great
18
question.
years.
Yeah.
18 years. It's in the Park Plaza. It's basically where Home Goods, Fresh Market is,
Yes.
Kirkland's, all, Party City.
Yes, I
in
knew
that
that.
back corner.
Yeah.
So they were opened 18 years ago by a French couple who owned it for 6 years and had it in that little strip plaza. And then a new couple bought it, Maria and Stoya, 12 years ago, and they built that beautiful space in that back corner that is just an elegant. There's an outdoor patio with a fountain and a bar
Yes,
that's like
nice,
2
very
stories
nice.
high,
Yeah,
all
yes.
backlit. Well, the space next to it became available. It used to be like a little furniture store or something.
Right.
And it was Maria's dream to turn it into like a piano bar. She plays the piano. It's 62 seats. Like I said, it's a separate space, but right next door to it. So even if you're doing like private parties or birthday or
perfect.
whatever, it's perfect.
Yes.
And with Marilyn Monroe turning 100 this year, June 1st
Amazing.
is her birthday. So 100 years in the making. And we still
talk about
talk
like
about
she just
her.
was here
Yeah,
yesterday.
I mean, you see her all in entertainment, in the news, media, social media, all of that. There's just people just fell in love with her. So
So I tell you what, we're going to close out the show with a little bit of Marilyn
I
Monroe,
wanna be,
and we want to invite. Are we giving tickets away today?
just you.
We are giving tickets away, so we do have some winners. Sorry.
Do a little background
Sorry.
music.
Nobody else but you.
So the response today for
wanna be
everything has been
loved
incredible,
by you.
hasn't it?
I
We've
think
been
so.
blowing up. I know we got a lot of response.
There we go.
I'll let you read them.
Well, you're the man who's ruining the concert. I was talking to Jig saying running the concert, and so but you get to do it again.
An inflammation.
Here we go.
That's what
David
I got.
Winner.
Matthew Moen,
You
Winner.
turn the heat
Kylie
on
Ray,
Winner.
yeah.
Ooh, some like it hot.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week. We're going to bring you back, honey, and I'm going to go make my appointment to have at your show on April.
Yes, please.
wanna be
April
there.
26th. I'd love to have you there. You get to see the creative vision come to life, and you get to meet Marilyn. And
Oh, that's
you know,
great.
That is awesome. And amazing to hear about it.
We'll have some
Yeah.
photo ops, and
Yeah.
it's a fun addition to Naples. I think.
Oh,
It's
it's
something
a great
creative
addition. I
and-
didn't know anything
yeah.
about it. Thank
Yeah.
you for reaching out, and thank you whoever told you to call us. It's fabulous.
Thank you.
100%.
So, on behalf of 239 Live, Jimbo, who just gave away the free tickets,
Country Jam Naples,
Country Jam Naples coming up. What day? What?
April 18th.
April 18th.
Saturday.
And for our Miss D, Divine Miss D, who keeps the show flowing, and we will have you
Tries
back,
to make me
Marilyn.
look good.
Yes, and you look fabulous,
Don't
Dolly.
get me started. Jesus Christ.
And we will see you next week. Make it a great weekend.
Bye bye now.